Hi there, I'm Chef Celeste and welcome to my Louisiana kitchen where I take you all around Louisiana through food. And today's episode is all about the sweets. We're going to do a classic monkey bread and we're making a New Orleans classic, our bananas Foster. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. So, for the monkey bread, you can have your leftover biscuit dough or you can just start from scratch and make it. You can have beignet mix that you've already made. In this one here, just whatever one you want to do, use it. Then you're just going to make your sauce, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon. You're going to stir that in, you layer, pour a little bit of your sauce, layer again, pour a little bit of that on there until you get to the top. And you're gonna bake this until it's done, same biscuit temperature, 350 degrees, and then we just pour it out. Now, one good thing is when you pour it out, when you turn it over and it comes out beautiful like this, give yourself a hand because that is an accomplishment. Then we're gonna top that off. I have some sugar here. What we did with the sugar, because we're going with Mardi Gras colors here, we are talking Louisiana. So we have our purple, we have our green, we have our gold here. I'm gonna add a little bit of the orange in here to give it that pop. But if you don't have your purple, it's okay. Just take a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, mix it together, and you're gonna get your shade of purple, okay? That's my tip for you for today. So we have this in here. Mix it all up, make sure it's nice and well, let it cool before you turn it over. I don't want you to get burned or anything like that. This is delicious as it is right now, but this is not complete because I want to show you how to do my bananas Foster. So let's come on to the back and let's make some bananas Foster. Bananas Foster. It is a very popular New Orleans dish. It started in the 50s at the Brennan's restaurant. They challenged the chef to come up with a dish using bananas. And he came up with the bananas Foster, and the rest is history. Traditionally, it's served over ice cream, but right now we're putting it on our monkey bread that has been stuffed with cream cheese. You can stuff yours with chocolate, whatever you want to do. Just stuff it with that. But when you come to New Orleans, check out some of our favorites. One of the long-standing restaurants is Dookie Chase. That is owned by Leah Chase and her husband. That dates back to the civil rights movement where it was like a melting pot. You can come in, have meetings and things like that in a safe place. And it's still a good tradition today. And she still, she passed in 2020. The family still has it going on. So you need to come in there and check it out and enjoy a good Creole meal. So there are some wonderful places, some wonderful statues to visit. When you move up to Baton Rouge, visit the old state capitol, visit the aquarium, visit Chef Celeste Bistro #1, Chef Celeste Bistro #2, which is inside the Neuromedical Center. They do awesome surgeries for neck and back injuries. Look how I'm just melting the butter in here while I'm talking to you. Nice and simple. So you have to come check us out over there. Come check them out also. Now I'm going to add my light brown sugar in here. If you're a fan of dark brown sugar, use that too. And I'm just going to let that sit in here and melt down for a second. And then I'm going to add the rest of my butter back in here. I'm going to let it all melt down at one time. So while I'm doing that, now I'm going to peel my banana and get it sliced. I didn't do that earlier because I didn't want to put the lemon juice on there. So it's not going to take long. I'm going to use 2 bananas. And the way that I cut it is going to be key. Will it make it taste any different? No. But we want to stick to tradition. So cut it in half. Cut it down the middle. Okay? Cut it in half. Cut it down the middle. And do the same thing with the next one. And we're going to keep going. So a little bit more about me. Remember, I was not going to be a chef. I was going to be a speech therapist. And if the love of food is in you, it's just in you. So I just love to cook. So that's what I do. I took that leisure baking class and the rest is history. I ended up changing the major and became a chef. And I'm loving being in Louisiana, cooking up these great recipes and bringing them to you. So when you come and check us out, let me know what dishes you've already tried, what dishes are your favorite, and let's go from there. You see how that's starting to break down a little bit? I want it nice and creamy and saucy. So now I think I'm gonna add a little bit more in there. And then we need some orange liqueur. So I'm gonna grab my orange liqueur. Come on, check me out while I get my liqueur. Let's get that. Look at that. Bring it on in. Just a little bit. Put that in. Yes, it's gonna seize, but it's also gonna come back out. Now, add your bananas in. Lay the bananas. Nice and simple. Put those in, turn them up. We're gonna let these cook a little bit while we have that in there, and just coat. Just let it coat. Look at that. Nice and simple. Doesn't get any better. It seems like a really nice, simple dessert, but it is simply delicious. Look at that. Look how it's bubbling up, coming together. Just keep coating the bananas on there. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Now, just let it go for a few more minutes. We're not gonna cook them to mush. And you can get your ice cream ready if that's what you're gonna do. You can get your bread pudding. Remember, we did bread pudding. So you can put this on top of bread pudding if you like. Whatever you want to put it on, that's what you put it on. So I'm going to turn this heat on high. This is the most important part. So, cross your fingers. We're going in with the alcohol. Ha ha! Look at that. Look at that. Let it cook off. I love fire. Do this outside if you have to. I don't want you burning your house down. But this is key. All right, we're gonna do this here. Come on and walk with me, and I'll be right back to show you how we're gonna put it together. You like that flame, didn't you? I like the flame too. So now we're gonna take this delicious sauce, drizzle that all over here, all over the monkey bread. Let it go down in there. Get your bananas. Lay your bananas on. Oh, look how that just folds right on top there. It knew what to do. So, get you one right here. I can't wait to dive into this here. It's gonna be so delicious. All right, so now we're gonna take our sprinkles. Let's start with purple. We're gonna turn this into a Mardi Gras one, almost like king cake. So, purple. Look at that color coming out. Now what I like to do when I'm doing my sprinkles, I like to go across from each other to give it some consistency. Get that yellow on there, golden. Give me some green. Now watch how the colors pop when we get the green in here. Look at that green. Green, a little bit green right here. Now let me come in with the yellow. I can't use the yellow with the green ham. So let's do that. Right there. Yellow right there. Yellow right there. I know you can't wait to dive in because I can't wait to dive in. It's one of my favorite things to do is sweets. Eat them and bake them. Love it. Okay, so now wipe my hands off. We have that part done. So let me show you another little trick. Let's pull this, push this up for you. That one is done. Look at that. So, another little trick. Let's take some cream cheese. One of my favorite things to make is cream cheese bites. So, you need 2 spoons. You're gonna put your cream cheese on here. It's kind of softened on here. And we're gonna make what's called a quenelle. Quenelle is when you just take 2 spoons and you rub it together like that. Look at that. Just keep going. You want that point on there. You see how that point is starting to get on here? Look at that. Cream cheese is plain right now. There's nothing in it. You can take it, you can add the pecans in here if you want. You can add craisins in there, whatever you like. Now, from there, I'm gonna dip into my powdered sugar. I'm gonna keep quenelling. Go from there. This one is gonna be purple. Yes, get that in the purple. Nice sweet cream cheese bites. Just something nice and simple. Push that right down in there. Don't fall over. Look at that. Now, going back in. We're gonna do purple, green, and gold. Because one thing I want you to do, be adventurous with your food. If you haven't learned anything else from me, I want you to play with your food. So play with your food, make it taste delicious, and wow yourself and your guests. Do that for me, okay? All right, now we're going back in. Get some on this side. And this one is gonna be yellow, okay? Oh yeah. And you can do these colors for Easter. You can do them for whenever you want to do it. Okay. Let me press that one a little, get some more of that on there. That one's going right next to the purple. Let me do one more. I think I have enough green in here that I can get you going with a green. So one thing, or a couple of things that I want you to remember is always, like I said, play with the food. You can check me out online at Chef Celeste Gill on Instagram and Facebook. ChefCeleste.com is my website. You can order my seasonings through the website or through Chef Celeste Bistro. Just check us out. You know, when you come to Baton Rouge, check me out. In the meantime, send me photos of the food that you're cooking. I love to see what you're making. I love to see the progress. The bread pudding pics that you all sent looks amazing. So I love to be interactive because my whole thing, I love to teach you my Louisiana food style, and I love when you learn how to do that. So let's put the green right here. We're gonna take this banana and I'm just gonna break a piece of that banana off. Let me get the other half of that and watch what I'm about to do with that. Just put that in here, put this one in here. That way it's something for everybody. You're gonna pick it up, you're gonna eat it. And I have one more surprise for you. I am Chef Celeste. You're watching My Louisiana Kitchen, and I will see you next time.